Caldas. I've taken my position, assumed my position outside the Being Familia, and well, it's the offices. It's shared by a few of the local funcionarios, as they are referred to in Spanish. Here I am, present and correct. I've set up my shrine. I've burnt my Palo Santo. Got my photos there, my boys. Christmas presents, skateboard with the British flag on, which yesterday I renounced officially to my embassy, British embassy, to the King actually, King Charles. May as well go to the top, aim for the top, and you never know, do you? And his respected son, Harry. Yeah, I do respect you, Harry. It's a vibrational thing with you and me, mate. I don't follow you. I don't like, see what you say on social media, but there's something about you, sir, that is very, very pure. There's a purity that is very rare, considering what you've been through, what all royals are put through. I believe your sweet mother, God bless her, she had a lot to do with protecting you from some of the worst aspects of what happens with the families of the elites, with the children. These things have to be said, sir. I apologise if I offend. There's no offence meant. Far from it. I think respect is due where respect is due, and respect is something that's earned and it's built. There's a baseline of respect. Should be. Children should be taught. You respect the people around you, but it's a conditional thing. It's not automatic, right? Respect is very much, it's conditional. As is love, no matter what they say about unconditional love. I think the only person you should have unconditional love for is yourself. If you've got that unconditional love for yourself, you've cracked it. I'm here. I've renounced my nationality. I've requested for dual nationality for my son and myself between two great nations, Russia and India, Hindustan. Let's see where that takes me. As I've been, so busy petitioning so many different entities. And anyway, I'm here. Like I said, I've not been allowed to see my son on his birthday, the 22nd, nor Christmas. He's got Marvin here and Pirate Pete. Obviously, it's Marvin the monkey, right? Ooh, my voice, just waking up. I was lucky. I found a place to get a few hours sleep. I brought my duvet cover there. Got my documents to serve to the police. I had a bit of interaction yesterday. Unfortunate interaction. I've been in this town for like 9 years, 8 years before I left, under threat of violence. My ex saying that she's going to get the police, and the commissario told her to do it if I leave the park with my son. That was back in February. All totally illegal, but they don't mind, do they? It's what they say goes in Colombia, in the within these positions. This is why the problem is such a problem. Why Colombia has such problems, because the people that are given the jobs to run the system aren't doing the jobs properly. I could go into codes and articles. I'll do that another day. They're all off on holiday now, obviously. Everyone's away for Christmas, and I'll just leave it at that for the moment. Otherwise, I'll just keep rambling on. I'm here. It's the 25th of December. It's my Christmas day, being English now. Everyone's at home now. All woke up and it was like 10 in the morning, 10:30 in the morning. All the kids and the families that do Christmas in England, they're all opening the presents and feeling the love. My son though is trapped in a house locked for months with the doors locked so he can't get out. I believe he's told his mum a few times, I've had enough, and she's put him under the Cartagena cosh. Yeah, the Cartagena cosh. Luz Hesa, Cartagena Ruiz, you're a criminal. You're a total criminal. Everything you said about me is fraudulent and false, and it's all coming out in the wash, love. It'll all come out in the wash. You and your mother played a very, very, very dangerous game with my son, risking his everything. And with this new boyfriend on the scene that you've hidden since you abducted him, well, it's pretty clear what your game is, isn't it, Hesa? Stealing from the property, attempting to, failed, didn't work, did it? You and your mum's little plan with the lawyers for the 63 million Colombian peso. I've had enough of yous. I'm just saying what it is. It can go on YouTube and you can face the music, Hesa. You can run to your little oficios, your little functionarios, get them to issue your little media de protection orders. It doesn't mean anything, Hesa. You're a liar and you're a fraud. Let it go to the court, this video, I don't mind, because you are. So let the record speak, because I was absolutely harassed and molested again by the police in this office, trying to speak to you with my lawyer and the commissario face to face, and once again he brought the police, this time military style police. They were very professional with me, but the presence was very aggressive. 5 officers, all with the you know, like the heavy guns and that, and it's like, what is going on in the, you know, the urban camo, the grey urban camo? It's not Policia Nacional. So the Policia Nacional have themselves the officer, not the Policia Nacional. It's you personally, sir. I didn't catch your badge number, it was covered, doesn't matter, you're on the video. You escalated it and brought this other, is it Doofut? I forget the name, I've got it on video. I was really in shock. It was absolutely extreme psychological violence, but clearly this is what I'm here for, because I can handle it for my son. It does take its toll. I've started eating again. Yesterday I was that hungry, I just thought, right, I'm not doing this hunger strike thing anymore. So yeah, I'm eating. I'll fast again in a few days. I did like 4 or 5 days. I had a pizza last night, and people were bringing me drinks, and yesterday bringing me drinks and bringing me like, you know, bread and stuff, to giving me the empanadas to eat, looking after me basically. I love Colombia, right? I've renounced my status as resident. I've renounced the nationality of Mateo. It sorrows me to do it. It sorrows me to renounce my own nationality, because you can say what you want about England, the establishment, la la la. There's a lot of things that don't run right, and we have some very, very, very serious issues in England. We've got a lot to give the world as well, the people, the British people. We have a great tradition of standing up for our rights for a start, because we had to, because we were being abused by the same functionarios in England that run this system, because it's the same system, isn't it, here? It's the same system, mayor, council, courts, you know, different levels of the police, slightly different. It's very different, but it's more or less the same, with the council operating. And therefore the council is flexible, isn't it, when big money's come in from like Europe or the UN, like it's doing now, and projects are getting started, like the fraudulent project, UN project that's running here at the moment, with a person running it who's not qualified to do so. She's blagged the council, lied, lied. This is for my people, you know exactly what I'm saying. It's for my boys, for my family, it's for freedom, and it's for the future. If we don't look after the kids, if we wreck the kids' heads, then what's going to happen to them as adults is going to wreck the world around them. I know all about that. Anyway, I think the police coming up now. Is that the police? Sounds like. Yeah, they're doing a legal turn on a one-way street. Oh no, they're being legal. Oh, sorry. I've had a really good experience with the police here. It's one thing I feel I've been put into a situation where it's like us and them, but in pretty much 90% of the interactions with the police, I have been treated very well, with respect and compassion, and understanding that they can see this skullduggery going on and they don't like it, but there's a few bad elements and you need to get sorted, because it's not on, is it? It's really not on that the police are being used to abuse me, to stop me having my rights as a father. That is criminal, and that is worthy of an investigation. Okay, another massive video. There you go. I'm going to sit down now and meditate. I've not meditated yet. Sit down, relax, and yeah, take it easy. So once again, I only got my the not listening t-shirt was his Christmas present, one of his Christmas presents last year. The Captain America one I just got him. I didn't give it him. I gave him most of the clothes I got him last year because he was abducted, and I thought, I know I'm not going to see him for a while. I didn't think it'd be this long. But yeah, it is. It is this long, isn't it? So I've got on the shrine at home. I have Ganesh. Try and keep the photos out. Oh. I've got Ganesh there. I've got my little figurine. Yeah, I've got our passports, which are still valid. The King's not responded yet and accepted me renouncing. Hopefully he'll respond and say, don't do that, sir. We need you. You're a good man. And your son, look at him. What's going on? Let me have a word with the consulate and we'll get this all sorted for you in the next day or so. This figure I found in the canyon on my farm. I was walking. It's not pre-Columbian. It looks African almost. I believe they used to, like, they'd give it to the river as a sacrifice, and they'd actually break the head, like the face. I'm not too sure, but I think I did read that tradition is actually like African and South American. And we've got Archangel Michael with his foot on the demon. I have him on my shrine, and Ganesh, my favourite Indian god, I think, as he removes the obstacles. So they've come from home. The mirror is to mirror back the energy. Anything negative that comes at me is getting reflected back. Like the inspector yesterday, I don't know why he was so heavy with me. He got really upset. Like he couldn't, you know. I moved the things out of the way. I thought all the office was closed, to be honest with you, for a couple of days, Senor Lewis. But anyway, let's not have any bad feelings between us. Just because I'm not happy with you, because you signed that order, which was illegal. Should have been like a commissario doing it, a legal commissario. By you signing the order, sir, that to me signifies that the commissario Juan Camilo Paradereos, he doesn't have the authority to sign off the order as a commissario does, whereas you do. So they've brought you into it and they've not told you the full truth, sir. They've lied to you. I feel that you've been deceived, because if you knew the real truth, which I'd love to be able to sit down and tell you, but you don't want to hear it, but you would understand that you've been deceived by the commissarios and they've fraudulently brought you into a process, and that you've signed a document that is actually illegal, sir. That's something that you're going to have to deal with yourself, with your own lawyers, with the internal complaints of the police department, I guess, because I included them yesterday. I put a request for a protection measure from all the functionarios here, and I didn't include you in it. Why would I? I think you've been deceived, but that means that you're not doing your job right, because you should be more diligent in checking what's what and what's not, like getting Haser and myself in front of you and having a discussion for a start off about what actually happened. And you know that I was writing to you in September, which is the base for her complaints, and asking for support to go to my house and to be able to move my property back into my own room downstairs that's separate from the rest of the house, because I've been displaced by Jesus false denunciers, specifically by the Fiscalia in Samana that started it by issuing a fraudulent order, which is classed as corruption, when a functionario, when an officer of the Fiscalia tells the officers of the Sihin to molest a member of public without any order in place. And when I question them about it, I've got the email saying we didn't receive any order, sir. That means it was unofficial. That's very dodgy, and I believe Dr. Daniel Wiltshire Montana is behind it all. So, sir, please, after your holiday break, I'd like to sit down with you with a translator and go through the documents and assess whether that last order issued that you signed off was legal or illegal. I really like to have the opportunity, Senor Lewis, to straighten the record with you, because I've always had a good feeling with you. I always say, good morning, sir. When I see Matteo grow up from being a little baby, carried on my back and on the bike, to the young boy he is now, hitting puberty, in the next year. So, my son's been abducted 15 months now. I accept the reality of life in Colombia with it being inside the familial family courts. It's corrupt. It's totally corrupt. Unless you get a good one, which of course they exist. Good judges, good lawyers. Yeah, but the problem is, here in Victoria, that doesn't exist. Victoria, Caldas, Colombia. For real. It's corrupt. Don't like to hear it, Senor Lewis. But corrupt is corrupt. Rotten is rotten. And if you don't deal with the rot, it gets worse. Like if you've got a cancer, you don't deal with it, a tumour. You don't take your medicine to get rid of it or cut it out if necessary. It's just going to take over it, metastasize and spread all around the body, all around the community, where nothing's healthy anymore. No, señor. La primera responsabilidad es para los niños, no para los locas mujeres, señor. Really, wow. Come on. We can do better. It's just not good enough, is it? My God. Ciao.